All my life, I was told that if two people love each other very much, then they should get married, live in a house together, settle down, and live happily ever after. Well, I don't believe in this fairy tale. Because if this fairy tale were true, then a man who loves another man, or a woman who loves another woman, deserve to have that same right. But they can't. Why? Because it's illegal. In our country, there's a law known as DOMA. According to the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, DOMA was enacted in 1996 by President Bill Clinton, and it stands for Defense of Marriage Act. Basically, it does two things. One, it makes all gay marriage illegal, and it prohibits government from recognizing gay marriage. And two, it makes state gay marriage, not portable. If a gay couple gets married in New York and they move to Florida, their marriage is now null and void and illegal. I really want to talk about this law, and I want to tell you why it has such an adverse effect on gay and lesbian couples. Now, in our country, only 7 states allow gay marriage. Keep in mind, that's just the state level. It's not recognized by government, but 7 states allow gay marriage. 2 of those states, Washington and Maryland, are actually up for debate on this November's ballot. Now, some of you are already saying, all right, gay marriage might be out of the option for a lot of couples. Why not just get a civil union? It's legally binding, right? Well, it is. Civil unions are legally binding. However, you get so many more benefits with marriage that you cannot get in a civil union. With marriage, you get to file your taxes together, jointly. With marriage, you get to be on your partner's insurance. You get to have visitation rights in the hospital and in prison. All of these benefits and more are what you get through marriage, not through a civil union. In fact, with marriage, according to GLAD.org, you get 1,138 more benefits than any other partnership. This is what is at stake if DOMA continues to suppress freedom in America. And I know that sounds serious, and I know it sounds like I'm getting very, religious here. But the thing is, DOMA really is a hot-button issue. It's something that a lot of people are talking about nowadays. In fact, gay marriage is just a hot-button issue. Between politics to religion to society, everybody's talking about it. So something that I urge you guys to do, if you're interested or if you're even remotely against it or supporting it, I recommend you to just do your research. Know what you're talking about, know what the political people are talking about. 2 great websites that you could go to are statesthatallowgaymarriage.org. Yeah, I know, original name. But basically what the website does is it shows you all the laws, rules, and regulations of every single state on their marriage laws. Another website that I use personally for this is, let me get the name right, lesbianlife.about.com. It's a website that an activist created, and it shows all the rules, regulations, and rights that gay and lesbian couples have. It also shows political people's stance on gay marriage. Now, people who are on my side, great. I've already convinced you. You've been convinced. People who are on the fence, hopefully this speech is helping you out. People who are against me, who have just an intrinsic belief that everything I'm saying is wrong, I really want to talk to you guys now. Because there's a lot of common arguments that people against LGBT groups have. By the way, LGBT stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and it's the proper acronym used to refer to that group. Now, one argument that a lot of people have is, God says it's wrong. Well, I understand that. But this is now a political discussion. It is not a religious one. There's a separation of church and state for a reason. Another thing that people argue is that marriage is meant for procreation. If so, then why do we allow the elderly to marry? Why do we allow the non-fertile to marry? And why do we allow people who don't want children to marry? People say that a homosexual marriage will ruin a child, an adopted child or a child created out of fertilization. This is just wrong. According to the most recent study in Psychology Today, children raised in homosexual households have the exact same upbringing and exact same values as a child raised in a heterosexual household, single parent, double parent, or triple parent household. It's proven. Another huge argument is that marriage has always meant this specific thing, this holy matrimony between a man and a woman. Not true again. According to an article in theweek.com, what we know as marriage has only been this idea of marriage for about the last 2 centuries or so. Before that, marriage was used for political gains, for land, for money, for a whole bunch of other reasons. People could marry their brothers, sisters, cousins, mothers. in other countries, also here in America, a long time ago. Now, hopefully, everything I've said has started to maybe get you to think about this idea, to think about gay marriage, and to think about how oppressive DOMA really is to everybody, straight and gay people. What I ask you to do is, besides doing your research on those few websites that I mentioned, is get out there, check out a gay pride parade or a gay event. One website that you can go to find all events is eqfl.com. It stands for equalityflorida.com, and it shows statistics and events all around Florida going on. The final thing I ask you to do is check out the website, theallycoalition.org. Anybody know the band Fun with their hit single We Are Young? They started this coalition. It's a coalition that praises no hate. And it's not just for gay marriage, but it's for equality across every board. Because really, that's what this is about. Equality between man, woman, and anybody else, no matter what your sexual preference is. And that is what I advocate, and that is what I hope I can convince all of you to advocate. Thank you.